And again, thank you to everybody who's joining us. Thank you, councillors. This is a virtual chamber, but I promise you this is where we're going to make real decisions. I want to thank you for your willingness to adapt to this change. Yet another in an unprecedented series of adjustments that all residents of this community have made as we unite to stop the spread of COVID-19. And again, I want to thank the folks who have worked with all councillors today to enable us to bring this to you. Before we move on to other business, I want to take a moment to thank Jacques Dubé. I want to thank our Emergency Operations Lead, Assistant Chief Erica Fleck, who's spending a ton of time on this, as well as the senior leadership team that meet daily to discuss the ever-shifting issues. My gratitude extends as well to all municipal staff who are managing to work from home, often juggling parenting responsibilities, and most especially to frontline folks, including the municipal operation workers, emergency service providers, and Halifax transit operators, and so many others. In these uneasy times, it takes commitment and a true sense of community to show up and do a job that helps others remain safely at home, or to help healthcare workers and other essential service employees get to work. The public health response to COVID-19 requires deep emotional and economic sacrifices. I know that all of us around this virtual table have heard from fearful residents, people who are lonely, workers who've lost their jobs, and business owners that are close to folding or have already closed. I'm grateful that we've been able to help some of the most vulnerable in our society by working with the province and the Department of Community Services and Housing to turn municipal recreation facilities into shelters. We've done our part to support the needed closures of parks, playgrounds, and other recreation facilities. And I ask for the continued indulgence of all citizens, that we can maintain that. As a municipality, as council, we must find a way to keep money moving into our economy and to soften the financial blow to residents and businesses. That could mean keeping capital projects and stimulus dollars coming, to be nimble with private sector permits, and to keep procurement moving, while also prudently managing our own finances and making some difficult decisions. I know that we will rise to that occasion. The CAO will speak to many of the operational decisions that have already been taken. He will speak to revenue, budget considerations, and property tax measures that Council will be asked to consider as we help people to navigate through this inevitable financial hardship. We will help those who need help. We will be a partner at a difficult time. The implications for our community are great and unfortunately are still so unknown. Some days we have to look hard for hope, but it's there. In the capable crisis management of folks like Dr. Strang, the professionalism of doctors and nurses and all frontline healthcare workers, and others who ensure that we can access food, medications, financial services, and other things that we need to continue to live. The rapidly increasing volume of testing and vaccine research we can be thankful for as well. Hope arrives in care packages and boxed meals for people in quarantine, in virtual visits to grandparents and seniors in care, in children's chalked messages on sidewalks, in waves from neighbors, in shout outs to small businesses that have somehow pivoted to help in this effort, and from larger businesses who are paying forward their success through donations to the United Way's Atlantic Compassion Fund. And I want to acknowledge Sarah Napier and others who are making that happen. Companies like Atlantic Business Interiors and Emery. I want people to know that our working relationship with the province of Nova Scotia, the federal government, the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, the Big City Mayors Caucus, and the Nova Scotia Federation of Municipalities remain strong and agile. At this time, politics must take a back seat to good public policy. We are connecting weekly with the newly formed Nova Scotia Business and Labour Economic Coalition, organized by Patrick Sullivan and his team at the Chamber of Commerce. We continue to engage with Ross Jefferson at Discover Halifax, who has convened a similar tourism industry group, a group that's been devastated by COVID-19. You will also hear today from Wendy Luther about how we can lean on the Halifax Partnership as we look to develop an economic recovery plan while continuing to build for Halifax's future growth and recapture momentum. Halifax had a phenomenally strong economy going into COVID-19, and we will make sure that we maintain that as we come out. I wish we could say when signs of normalcy will return, when we can once again spend real time with friends and extended family, safely return to our workplaces, and see our parks and playgrounds and playing fields bustling with the activity that we all enjoy to see so much. The time seems long, I know, but it will pass. We're moving through this crisis, apart and yet together, knowing that we are putting our collective social responsibility to save lives above all else. I can't thank you all enough. I'm very proud to be mayor of this council, this employee team, in this community.